December 21. In 1988, close to Christmas, the longest night of the year, for the people of the small town of Lockerbie in Scotland, it was just another cold winter night. Folks were at home, wrapping Christmas presents and getting ready for dinner. 300 miles south at London Heathrow, Pan Am Flight 130 was ready for takeoff. Destination: New York. There were 259 passengers on that flight. Students heading home for the holidays, families planning to celebrate the new year. None of them knew that in the plane's cargo hold, tucked among the clothes in a brown Samsonite suitcase, something was counting down. 7:02 p.m. The pilot levels off. Flight attendants start handing out drinks. Everything is calm. 7:03 p.m. Suddenly, the busy air traffic control radar goes blank. Flight 103 vanishes from the screen. No emergency message, no warning, just silence. Residents of Lockerbie later said they first heard thunder, but the sky was clear. Seconds later, a rain of fire and metal fell on them. This was not a normal crash. The plane had been blown apart by a bomb at 10 kilometers. The men fuselage, the engines, and thousands of liters of jet fuel fell like a meteor onto Sherwood Crescent. The impact was so huge, it registered as a 1.6 magnitude quake. 11 town residents sitting on their homes were pulverized. There was no trace left of them, not even a single bone fragment. The next morning, when the sun rose, Scotland's green fields had turned into the largest crime scenes on earth. Passengers' bodies, clothes, school books, and Christmas presents were scattered across an area of 2,200 square kilometers. The police faced a nightmare. How do you find a killer among millions of pieces of debris and scrap metal? This was the biggest criminal investigation in Britain's history. Thousands of police and soldiers combed the field meter by meter. What were they looking for? Anything that didn't belong to the plane. Weeks went by. Hopes were fading. But among the mass of burned clothes and molten metal, a young detective found something that changed the course of history. A small piece of green plastic, smaller than a thumbnail. That bit of plastic wasn't part of the airplane. FBI experts and the Scottish police realized it was part of the secret board of a bomb timer. A timer made only by one Swiss company called Nib. And more importantly, those timers had been sold exclusively to a single customer, the Libyan army. The clothes felt like dominoes. The plastic piece led the timer led to Libya. The clothes, the bomb had been hidden in hand labels from a specific shop on the island of Malta. The shop owner remembered the buyer's face, a Libyan man. All eyes turned to one person, Muammar Gaddafi. It took years for international pressure to work. Gaddafi finally agreed to hand over two of his intelligence agents. The most famous of them was Abdul Basit al-Mikrahi. In 2001, in a special court in the Netherlands, al-Mikrahi was sentenced to life in prison. It seemed the case was closed. Justice had been served, but a big problem remained. The victims' families weren't satisfied. Many experts believed al-Mikrahi was just a burnt pawn, a scapegoat so Gaddafi could get sanctions lifted. The main question was still unanswered: who actually built the bomb? For decades, one name was only whispered in the shadows: August, a man people said was the expert who made complex bombs for Libyan security. His code name, the Technician. His real name, Abu Agila Masud al-Mirami. After Gaddafi fell in 2011 and Libya descended into chaos, the secret came out. Masud reportedly confessed in an interrogation in Libya, "I built the bomb, I set the timer, and I handed the suitcase over at Malta airport." But because Libya was in civil war, no one could reach him. Until December 2022. News that shocked the world. The USA announced Abu Agila Masud is in our custody. How? The story of his capture, kidnapped from his home in Libya and brought to the US, is its own movie. The important thing is that now, after nearly 40 years, the bomb's main maker is finally in the hands of justice. Right now, as we speak in 2026, Masud's trial is one of the most important legal events of the 21st century. The families who waited 38 years are now old. Many of them have died and never saw this day. The Lockerbie case wasn't just a story of a crash, it was a story of how a teeny piece of plastic brought a dictatorial empire to its knees. Maybe we can't change the past, we can't bring back the passengers of Flight 130 to spend Christmas with their families, but we can make sure the truth, no matter how long it takes, finally finds its way out from under the rubble, just like that small green piece of plastic. What do you think? Does justice end with Masud's secret, or are other states involved too? Write your thoughts in the comments. For more documentaries about the dark secrets of history, don't forget to subscribe. Until the next video, goodbye, thank you.